Hello, this is Garlapati Sathvik Reddy. My roll number is 20 CS 128. I'm from section 9. This is my DIY assignment 4. In this assignment, the first project is in Proteus software. Let's start. Let's start the project. Let's select VSM for AVR and Arduino. Let's select the 54th option. Arduino Motors example. Let's open it. In this, let's change the source code. First, let's remove this source code completely. Let's paste the source code here. This is the source code I prepared beforehand. Let me explain this. I'm defining a PVM. I'm defining the integer PVM. I'm setting it as 200. In this case, PVM has to be less than 250 for this to work properly. I'm defining the 12th pin as, this is the input pin, 12th pin is the input pin. I'm setting it as high for it to rotate in the clockwise direction. If I set it as low, it would rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. And the pin mode 8 is the brake, and I'm setting it as low for the brakes to be disabled, and it will work properly. I'm setting analog rate 6 as PVM. In this case, speed of the motor and average voltage will be proportional to the PWM. Uh, let's compile the project. As you can see, it has compiled perfectly. Let's start the simulation. As you can see, it's increasing, and at some point it it will gonna it will settle at some value. Let's stop the simulation. Let's change the value of PWM. Let's set it as 100. Let's compile it. In this case, it has to be low. As you can see, the speed is definitely lower than the last case. This is done. Let's go to the next project. This is Node-RED. I've created a setup with one slider, one gauge, and a chart. In the slider, I've set the group as water level, and I labeled it as water level controller, and I set the range from 0 to 30 by steps of 1. And this is the gauge. This is in the same group, and I labeled as water level in centimeters and unit as centimeters, and I put the range from 0 to 30. I assigned the colors from green, yellow, red for these ranges respectively. This is the chart. This is, as it is set it as bar chart, and labeled as water level in centimeters, and the same group. And the axis is from 0 to 30. Done. After that, if we deploy, we'll get, if we go to the user interface, we'll get this. As you can see, as I move the slider, both are increasing and the colors are changing: green, yellow, and red. Thank you.